Make sure we got everything good. You know what? That fan's too high. Let me turn that fan down. Okay, you guys might not have heard it, but I definitely heard it. So let's get set up here. Make sure speech chat is good to go. Yes, speech chat is good to go. Minimize that. And let's go. I think I got Space Warp turned off. Let me double check. Synchronous Space Warp is on auto. Let's disable that. And I'm looking to my left.
Try to pick up some rubber. As a reference, time lap time 18.4.
There we go. While this is booting up. Okay, folks. Sorry about the delay. I had to go through my last minute checklist, make sure everything was good. Also had to do tie up a couple of other loose ends before I can get on with this race. So what is good, everybody? It is the Godfather of VR, the ageless Wonder the Man, Lincoln Clay, and we are back for a live stream of F1 24. Today, we are going to replicate the real-life Dutch Grand Prix, which takes place tomorrow at Zandvoort. This is going to be a full race, 72 laps. I am going to run this race as Lewis Hamilton once again. We're basically calling this year the Lewis Hamilton farewell tour for Mercedes, as he will be going to Ferrari next year. So this is going to be a one-time deal. I crashed, that's it. There's no do-overs. I guess the only exception is if I crash within like the first 3 or 4 laps, then I might start it over. But if I get to lap 50 or something and I crash, that's it. The race is done. Before we get into this race, I just want to say that I've had an okay week, just going to work. We all got to work. Then it was disastrous, and then ended up being great. The internet is the best and the worst thing that ever happened to humanity. So the worst part about the internet is people who used to come together are now adversaries. The internet is used as a weapon, from a societal standpoint. The internet is a weapon. We have a lot of virtue signaling, cancel cultures, and identity politics. A lot of stuff done through the internet. Keep with people hiding behind keyboards and projecting their views, what have you. The best part about the internet, the wealth of information and data that's at your disposal. And so this is why, and this ties into what kind of week I had. About 4 or 5 years ago, I was having an issue with one of my cars, my Acura in particular. The battery light would occasionally come on, and then it got to the point where the battery would stay on. And something was draining the battery. My brother put an alternator in the car, and they put a new belt in the car, and that didn't work. I took it to a mechanic, and he said something was wrong with the computer brain. And he said the brain was telling the car that it needed to operate at a lower voltage. You know, most cars need to operate at about 13 volts. And the brain was telling the car that it only needed to operate at 9 volts, which made a lot of sense. So he ordered a brain off of Amazon, which was supposed to be plug and play. He put the brain in, and it everything worked. The only catch was my keyless start wasn't working, so I had to pull the cap off of that and go back to using the key, you know, old-fashioned. Well, the occasional battery flickering still came back. You know, I'm driving, ding, the light would pop on for a split second, and then it would go off. I figured that was just a byproduct of the universal brain that he put in the car. And I dealt with it for years. Well, you fast forward to this week on Thursday, battery light, I'm driving the car. About 10 minutes later, the battery light comes on and it stays on. And I'm like, damn it, here we go again. You know, that the power draw, there was something draining the battery again. So at this point, I'm thinking to myself, all right, your options are you can either sell this car and get rid of it and be done with it, or you can take it to a mechanic and let them split your ass wide open. And I said, before I send it to a mechanic, there's got to be a way to figure out what's wrong with this car to see if I can fix it myself. So I did a lot of research. I spent about an hour and a half doing research. So it turns out that this power draw, which they call a parasitic draw, was a known issue with Acuras from 2004 to 2007. Turns out it's the Bluetooth. Bluetooth? How the hell is the Bluetooth draining the battery? Well, it turns out that even when the car is turned off, the Bluetooth is still searching for a phone, and that's why it was killing the battery. So the options were either get the Bluetooth module replaced or just unplug it. And I unplugged it because I haven't used, the Bluetooth in that car in years. I mean, I don't, the generation that we live in today, nobody calls each other anymore. They text you or they send you a message through Twitter or through Discord or whatever. So I unplugged the Bluetooth and beautiful. The light has not come on. The battery light has not come on. And I fired the car up. Something else that I was dealing with is I would drive the car around, shut the car off. The next time I would go to turn the car on, the cranks were, slower and slower. So now, car is beautiful. And then the other thing was the navigation DVD went out. And so I was dealing with a black screen. That wasn't that much of an issue. The problem was my climate control was connected to that screen, so I couldn't adjust the fan or turn the AC on or off and stuff. So through eBay, I just ordered another DVD drive, put that in. It was a little bit of a headache. Now the navigation system works. Screen no longer black, top control the climate. So it's a great weekend. So with all of that out of the way, I think it's time for us to hop into this race. Again, this is going to be a full 72 laps. I've set the AI on hard. I set the weather for clear because the last time I did this, it rained and it threw a monkey wrench into my plans. And here we go. We'll get through all this
Welcome
part.
to Zandvoort. So with the race not far
we'll see
away
what
from
the starting grid is, and let's
here's
see where
what
they put
today's
me.
grid rundown looks like.
I
Oscar
didn't quali for
Piastri
this
lines
race.
up on pole position. Sergio Perez lines up alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Sainz, Norris, Verstappen, Leclerc, Hamilton, Ricciardo, Tsunoda,
They got me
Fernando
starting
Alonso,
7th.
Russell, Stroll, Gasly, Albon, Hulkenberg, Ocon, Joe, Magnussen, Bottas, and Logan Sargent.
Damn,
It's
boy,
almost
Logan
time for the
Sargent
lights to
can't get
go
no
out.
love.
So let's head down to the track where preparations are underway. Alongside me here in the commentary box today, former racing driver extraordinaire Naomi Schiff. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Well, every driver certainly has their own way of preparing themselves before a race. But I can tell you that pre-race rituals are a real thing. When I was in go-karting, I used to touch every wheel in a specific sequence before I got into the kart. And then I stepped up to cars and had a specific set of fireproof base layers just for race day. So watch the drivers when they're on the grid. Some may be sitting on the floor and isolating, others may be up to other things that they do. But these little things really help their minds get ready for the race.
Okay, so before we start this race, unfortunately, my friend Ham was unable to join me for this race. He's out of town visiting family, so we are looking to do this next week when the real life F1 goes to Monza. So, which is one of my favorite tracks anyway. So, so that works out, and best wishes, Ham, and I'll talk to you when you get home. So the difficulty, I've set the difficulty to 64. And I think the hard difficulty ranges from 60 to 79. I set it to 64. I'm fast enough that I can overtake the cars, but I really have to work for it. But at the same time, I can't lay back and cruise either because the difficulty is hard enough that the cars behind me are breathing down my neck. So let's see what strategy they have laid out for me. So this is the default strategy. We are going to do 2 pit stops. The first one will be at 23 laps. And the second one will be at 47 laps, and we'll finish the race off on mediums unless there something happens unexpected. Track temperature is 83 degrees Fahrenheit, which is fairly hot. Air is 67 degrees. So that's going to help a little bit with tire wear. So, I got to pay attention to what they were saying here. Oh my goodness. It says alternate strategy. Well, my default strategy says drive more conservatively to increase the lifespan of each tire set, reducing the number of pit stops required, which means I can't go hard. I did not think about that because I did a few practice laps before this actual race took place, and I was going hard the whole time, so that would make me wear the tires out faster. Or the alternate strategy would be go as hard as I can, drive as hard and as fast as possible to get the most performance out of each set of tires, mitigating the time lost from making additional pit stops. So we're going to stick with the default strategy and just try to stay with the pack and not necessarily try to do any overtakes at the moment. We'll plot our overtakes for later in the race. So all right, Lewis is ready to go. locked my tires up a couple of times already.
Okay, DRS is now available. Okay, clear. Caution, caution.
Oh my God. Well, 4 laps in. should I start this race over or not? Because this is done. This race is over. I missed my brake marker and shot straight off the track. So it's either I start the race over or I quit. All right. All right, this is it. That was my mulligan. All right, focus. There was no reason for that. I mean, the plan was to just stay with the pack, not to try to overtake them. I was closing in on them, so I guess for whatever reason, I thought I could plan out an overtake. That's it.
DRS enabled.
Logan, stay off me. That's Yuki.
Okay, focus. We need to stay on form. Green flag. Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy. Yellow flag. Look out. out for a bit of understeer when trailing the car ahead. They're going to be giving off dirty air, which is going to affect our tyres, so try to get past. Okay, you're losing a small amount of time to the car behind. Let's keep pushing. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 1.9 seconds. caution. Someone's come off ahead of you. There's a yellow flag ahead. Car behind's gaining on you by 0.5 a lap.
Nice move, Sonoda. Oh, that was Danny Rick.
Brilliant, nice move, keep going. some time to the car behind.
Oh, got rocks and dirt on the tires.
That's 8th place, you're in 8th place. Piastri ahead. Okay, they're on old softs. That's Ricciardo behind. Less than a second separates you. Okay, they're on old softs. The distance to the leader, 13.6 seconds. Your pit window opens in 8 laps time. And gap to the car in front, 7.0 seconds.
Come on!
Nice work, mate. That brings you up a place. Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 9.1 seconds. Okay, we're approaching the pit window. You're going to be on softs. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 9.6 seconds. Gap to your teammate behind, 4.2 seconds.
Locked up the wheels.
Okay, be aware, the grip levels are going to start falling away soon. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 10.5 seconds.
Time.
Box, we're coming in this lap. Right, let's have you in at the end of this lap, please.
Oh shit, I did not mean to do that. And I'm going to end up paying for it. That's gonna let the other cars that are catching up to me.
Okay, pit in this lap, and remember the speed limit. We'll be penalised if we exceed it. Keep that in mind as you approach. Right, let's go, come on. Perfect job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that. Okay, one stop to go. Just one stop left in this strategy. so you know, we're getting some strange readings from a couple of the sensors, so I don't think you need to be worried, just some bad data, so keep doing what you're doing. I'll let you know if we notice any genuine problems.
Oh, thanks. Ganyu is in front of me now. I can probably catch him.
George is in the pits. He's in the pits now. Okay, Albon's in the pits. Green flag. Okay, gap to the car ahead, 3.9 seconds.
Where the hell did he come from?
front, 4.9 seconds.
Wait.
Lapping around a second faster than the car ahead. Keep this up. Gap to your teammate ahead, 4.7 seconds.
Come on, stop it.
Okay, gap ahead, 4.1 seconds. to the car in front, 2.0 seconds. Nice move, good job. Okay, the car behind is dropping back. We're seeing a gap starting to form. Okay, so the car ahead's come in and fitted the soft tyre. Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 7.4 seconds. You're losing a small amount of time to the car behind. Let's keep pushing. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 9.0 seconds.
make that toe and get out of his DRS.
Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 10.3 seconds. Lost some time to the car behind.
I see him right there. He tried to dive underneath me. Yeah, but he almost did it. To try to make a move on me. Have to get an update on the tires.
Okay, gap to the car ahead, 12.1 seconds.
Oh shit! That's why I need that voice command. That track for a split second and you cooked. Now that's the band breathing on me now.
Okay, gap to the car in front, 2.9 seconds. approaching the pit window and you're going to be on mediums. Okay, this is good. You're catching the car ahead. Okay, you're losing a small amount of time to the car behind. Let's keep pushing. Now, we're boxing this lap. Okay, gap ahead, 2.7 seconds.
Look at that front tire.
Okay, remember to pit this lap. Okay, off we go, back into the race. That was a fantastic stop, faster than we were expecting. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. Okay, George is coming in for his stop. Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. The car ahead's coming to fit the mediums. Car ahead now running medium tyres. Car behind is dropping back by about 3/10 a lap. Well done. Okay, you're catching the car ahead, but remember, we need to get to the end of the race on these tyres. And gap to the car in front, 3.5 seconds. Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 3.3 seconds. The gap on the car behind by 0.5 a lap. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 3.2 seconds. Sonoda's in the pits. Okay, clear. Pace is strong, but be aware these tyres need to go the distance. Blue flag.
Who's coming up on me? Go. Oh, you jumped in front of me just to slow down?
Increasing our gap on the car behind by around a second a lap.
Just damaged the wing. I might be in trouble. Had to concede the position to him just so he can go slower than me once he got in front of me.
Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 3.4 seconds.
Starting to roll the car in front of me. We'll have to get a report on that tire, on that wing.
Blue flag. Okay, blue flag conditions create a gap and let the car behind through. managing your tyres, manage your tyres.
All right, go. I'll say I had to let him through because he was a blue flag. He's lapping me.
Battery charge is high. Let's use that overtake button a bit more.
Try to catch up to him so I can get the DRS back. Okay, gap to the car ahead, 4.3 seconds. On me for letting those other cars catch up.
Okay, some information on Gasly. They've got an issue with their car, they're going to be slow.
Hey, cool.
Okay, gap to the car in front, 4.4 seconds. Okay, we've lost a position, that's us down a place.
Wings are busted.
You've got front wing damage, recommend you box for a new one. Box now.
Oh, got 3 laps to go. Just gonna have to deal with it. bouncing me. Jeez, you can have it. The race is over. Max Verstappen already won.
Just keep working hard.
Damn, that was a hard-fought 12th.
And in the end, there was no Verstappen. Max Verstappen, he takes victory.
Hopefully you guys saw this whole race. Hopefully it wasn't blacked out. And
you could really tell today just how much
I've got speech chat turned on, but if anybody made any comments, it didn't play it back, so I apologize.
They also knew every millimeter of this track. That's what the home race advantage means.
Red Bull put up an outstanding fight for the front position today, and it's
Okay.
great to see it paid off for them. They do so much for the sports that you can't help but be delighted by
Glory
today's
Glory
race win.
0209 said, "Hi Clay. How are you today, sir?"
Oh my goodness.
Hole
look
in
at
Dan's
all-
sock said, "Hey Lincoln. Have you noticed the cold weather lately making people weird?
I
Like
don't
desperate
know.
animals looking for a cave for the winter?" Hole in Dan's sock said, "Hello Chad." Zolder said, "Hi Chad." Zolder said, "Body green covering eyes." Glory Glory 0209 said, "Hi." Glory Glory 0209 said, "How many laps left?" Glory Glory 0209 said, "Text to voice is broke again." Glory Glory 0209 said, "Sad face."
Deepest apologies, everybody. Text to chat was turned on, but I think because I didn't have it highlighted. When you got a bunch of windows layered over the top of each other, the one that's on the bottom is the one that almost is like in a sleep mode. Oops. Oh, my shoulders burn.
It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action, and I can't wait to see what's next.
My pace, I wasn't that far off the leader. My fastest lap was 116.1 versus Verstappen's 115.8, but in Formula One, that's a whole lifetime. $11:43. Almost 15,000 cash. You know what? Let's do a benchmark while we're here. Because as crazy as it sounds, this game is my best running game. As far as sim racing goes, and it was the one that gave me a pure headache when I first got the game. Now it runs beautiful. So the Quest Pro goes up to 90 hertz. It's going to show up as 89 on this counter. We're doing a locked 89 frames per second. It is wonderful. It is glorious. That's pretty good. And got the resolution at 3300. Excellent. Well, that is going to do it for me because I am hungry. It's time to grab some breakfast. Deepest apologies that speech chat wasn't working. Just keep plugging away at it. So I don't know what else this weekend holds. I don't know if I'll stream again this weekend. Might just chill out and watch some YouTube. So, I don't know, play it by ear, see what happens. Anyway, thanks for watching, really appreciate it. And until the next one, you all know the line. Wakanda forever, long live the king, and deuces. See you, everybody. Have a good one.